Welcome to the Lawrence County EMS podcast, February 2021 edition. We are coming to you from the brand new Station 6 out in Rock Hill. I'm Lee, we've got Justin and Matt.
What's up, guys?
And going to give you a little update on the goings on of Lawrence County EMS. So just kind of getting started, I guess the big news item of the day, Station 6. Station 6 is open for business. They're taking calls and doing great things here in the Rock Hill area. So Justin, just give everybody a little rundown on what we've got going on here.
So, a long time coming, Station 6 finally opened today. It was a bit of a to-do. We had talked about opening yesterday, and then it got pushed to the 1st of March sometime. Moved back to today, everybody could be here and everything worked out good. Now, we're open. Hopefully, this will take a little bit of the strain off the rest of the county. Next week, we'll start with our exact coverage lines.
I think it's Tuesday, right? Tuesday we're going to really start everything.
That's the hope, is Tuesday. That's what I was talking to Mike about. Just some things have to go through dispatch, and unfortunately, I took forever with the map book, so.
I was right there with you.
Yeah.
You hinted on earlier, though, this being a long time in the making, and it really has been. Jason Stevens earlier mentioned that it's been about 3.5 years since this whole idea was put in place, and the levy was passed, and this station was a thing.
It's hard
so it really is. It's crazy.
That's what I
It's
said.
been
I
that
was
long.
talking to WSAZ earlier, and I was like, the levy was like 2 elections ago.
Okay.
But I guess I was grossly mistaken there.
But I will say, and I think you'll see later on in the podcast, where Matt's going to give you guys a little tour. Just in my opinion, 3.5 years sounds like a long time, but there were so many moving parts that had to go into play to make this happen, and just so many different people that had a hand in this. I really do think that it was worth the wait, because this is a project. Justin's really proud of this, and it's done a lot for this place. And I'll tell you, this has been executed flawlessly. This building is immaculate. I can't wait for you guys to come out and see it and take a tour, and help fill some shifts out here. I mean,
Absolutely.
This is the place to be. I'm telling you right now. It makes me a little sad for myself, to be honest, to look around here and see.
Oh, it'll definitely make you jealous. I'm looking at Station 5 now. Like we got the end of the stick that shall not be named.
We're the new shiny kid on the block. You know what I mean?
But also, and I kind of told Mac and Lori earlier, but enough thanks cannot go out to Mac, Lori, and Justin. They've worked their butts off to try to get this station done and completed and opened when it was. So you guys did an excellent job.
Thanks,
all of you guys did an
appreciate
amazing
that.
job with it.
Mac and Lori handed it to me. I just had to feel her.
Oh yeah, you had your work cut out for you. So we'll like Lee said, though, we'll go through and kind of show you guys the station.
This is our office, and this is our charge bedroom.
This is our kitchen area.
And this bar serves as our kitchen table.
This is our non-charge bedroom. And this is our bathroom.
We've had a heck of the last 2 weeks. Snow and ice storms coming in, and it's just been, I don't remember the last time we had this bad of a time with the weather.
I tell you, in my lifetime, I don't ever remember anything. I remember ice storms, but nothing like what.
Yeah, as far as like EMS goes, I've not been here when it's happened. I mean, I lived around here forever, so I remember in 03 we had a banger, and then mid-90s is we had one with similar
Yeah.
feet that crippled everything.
I tell you what, though, actually working in this kind of stuff and responding and trying to coordinate this kind of stuff has been a nightmare.
Gives you
And,
into appreciation.
but on that token, every single person out there has done an immaculate job with helping out, showing support whenever they could, because it's been hard for everybody to help out Lawrence County EMS and then also deal with their personal lives. I know Lee's had a heck of a time with his personal life. I've got lucky and I haven't had that much on the personal end, but everybody's done a stand-up job with it. I couldn't be happier. Lee put a post out on Facebook and he really didn't hit the nail on the head with that. So I just wanted to kind of thank everybody for the excellent job that you guys have done over the last couple of weeks.
So I was on duty the night the ice storm started. We had the only thing I could compare it to would be something similar to like a mass casualty incident that was going on. We were within the first 6 hours of the ice storm inundated with emergency calls. It's the most hectic experience that I have ever had here at Lawrence County EMS. But what was so great about it was we had multiple employees just showed up to help. We had people that knew there was a need and knew that their county was hurting, and they put their uniform on and came to work without being asked. They showed up to help because they knew there was a need, and to those people, you know who you are. I just can't thank you enough. You know, it makes me proud to be part of an agency where people know that their neighbors are hurting and they step up to the plate to help.
You have Bill pulling out his chainsaw and going around cutting, trees down, and just that kind of support as well. It was
we had
such a big help.
eight people at Station 1 that night. It was something to see.
Yeah.
Everybody to come together like that.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible thing to work and live through. Hopefully that's the last that we see.
And you know, not only that, but I think as leadership, I personally learned some lessons about how we could maybe do a little better next time. I'm not saying we did bad. I think our response was stellar. But I've had a few takeaways myself of how, God forbid this happens again, how we could maybe be better prepared. I think that, I appreciate Mac and Laura for allowing us to staff the supervisor truck for several days.
Absolutely.
I think that made a huge difference, and I hope that moving forward we can kind of make that part of our SOP for storm response, be it of any kind.
Yeah, I agree.
I think another thing that we, I forget who I was talking to about, but having these 450 chassis become a regular part of our fleet wouldn't be a bad idea, because having four-wheel drive in just this instance alone would be a great thing. So
yeah, if at all possible, I think it would be good.
yeah, so we can look into that kind of stuff. A thank you goes out to the firefighters. I tell you what, the fire services in this county have put in the work. I think they were saying the other day that 200 ran like 60 some calls in a matter of 48 hours. And Joey was telling me that Chesapeake did 40 calls or something like that in that same amount of time. And I mean, that's just unheard of for these smaller departments. And so they've been absolute godsend.
Yeah.
And you cannot beat that
I agree
help
with
that they've given us. So I think all the way around, this county did a pretty good job responding to it. Like Lee said, I think there's always room for improvement, but overall, it was fantastic. It was a good response by everybody.
We were gracious to get these through some CARES money, and so if you haven't seen them yet, here they are. They're a backpack style pack compared to our traditional style that we normally use. We also have some other modules, like our drug module and airway module, that'll be coming with it as well. We'll go more in detail about these later, about where things are going to be placed in them, but everything that's stored in our first in bags currently should fit in them just fine. If you've not had the chance to use them yet, I've used mine a little bit. I absolutely love it. I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's much better than what we've had in the past. I think it's more ergonomic. I can kind of work hands-free sometimes if I need to. I think it's a good thing for us. So that's coming down the pipe soon. That's good news.
They should be at every station right now. But we're still not going to have them on the truck until we get some more modules in and then we nail down placement of everything. Station 6 is going to have them on the truck just because out of necessity, and then Station 4 has them on just because they've been using it for a while now just to trial it, but the other stations are going to hold off for just a little bit.
The good thing about these are, other than them being ergonomic and a little bit easier to carry, things like that, take some weight off everybody's back. They're different material as well, so they're going to be, you can literally spray and wipe them.
Yeah, I spray mine with Sterifab and wipe it off every morning, and it cleans up really well.
They feel way more durable too.
Yeah,
and
it's
that,
like
it feels like
a
it's
rubber.
so.
We were just talking about the coverage areas. Right now there's a few things to work out still, but generally speaking, what we're hoping is this takes some of the calls off of irons and deadens some of the area coverages. So once everything's in place, what will happen is there will be no more area coverage in Cold Grove. South Point truck will, if 11 and 12 are out, the South Point truck will cover down to Marion Pike. 11 and 12 are out. We will cover Ironton up to Marion Pike. Our coverage area is going to be clearly out 93, obviously, in this surrounding area, pushing over into 5's area a bit to the east. Everything west will be ours. The 1 will back us up. Everything west of 93. A lot of the east of 93, especially out in the county, 5 will back us up.
Where does your area start towards Ironton?
Okay.
Heckle Road?
So Heckle Road essentially is Ironton will cover to the 299 out 93, and then 650 we're going to cover all the way down to the 1 mile marker. Station 1 will keep 52 to the Scioto County line. Obviously, will be the backup for them. Some of these back county roads gets a little trickier. You've got to meet the mile markers, things like that. But hopefully this takes a weight off of everybody, and the whole county gets to feel the impact of us being open.
So Justin, talk to us also about transfers.
We're going to fall into the Kentucky rotation. So we're going to go the T2 transfers to King Salters. We will fall into that rotation with Ironton. And we're still working out the T1 transfers.
So I guess Justin, you guys have done a lot of work to get this up and going and figuring out district lines and updating the map books. I guess the biggest message that we have now is just to be patient with us. This is a learning curve, not only for us but for our dispatchers as well. The people at dispatch kind of behind the scenes are putting a lot of work in to update all the computer systems, and we just kind of ask you to be patient with us. We're going to have some bugs in the system to work out, but we're all in this together. So let's remember that it's one team, one fight here in Lawrence County. We're all trying to do what's best. Just be patient with us, and we'll move forward and be better together.
That's all for now, guys. See y'all next month.